Hello and welcome to the Real Esteem Podcast. This is the Identity Edition, and today we're going to talk about direction. Stay tuned. When you're trying to figure out what direction you need to go in, it's always good to ask someone for directions. There are many times where, as a man growing up, you have this feeling that you don't need to ask for directions sometimes, or you might not need to ask for help. But if you really think about it, we all need help. Every single person on this entire earth needs someone's help. And it's always good when you're trying to go in a certain direction that you get direction from someone who's already been in the place where you're trying to go, or has at least traveled that direction enough to be able to explain to you that you're going in the right direction. Psalms 32:8 says, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you." God wants to be the one who guides you into the right way. In other words, He wants to instruct you and teach you how to travel in this direction. So, if you're traveling north, usually you need to prepare before you go in that direction, because usually the further north you travel, the colder the weather may get. And if you don't prepare yourself with the proper clothing or the proper necessities to go north, then you're going to have many issues that will slow you down going in this direction, and it may hinder your path. You won't get there as quickly because you did not prepare, or you did not have someone to help you prepare to guide you in that direction. We all need help. Anyone who tells you they don't need help, that they've got this, that they can handle it all on their own, they are the ones who need the most help. The ones who don't know that they need help. The rest of us, we need to accept the fact we will always, throughout this entire life, we will always need help. And it's always good to get your help from a source that won't fail you. Psalms 37:23 said, "The steps of a man are established by the Lord when he delights in his ways." You should be glad that there is someone who wants to lead you and guide you into all truth, that wants to help you accomplish your goals and get to a place in your life where you're not only happy that you went in that direction, but you're happy that you got guidance and help along the way so that your path wasn't as difficult. Sometimes we can just dredge along and we can press and we can push. And, truthfully, it did not have to be that difficult for us to get to where we were going if we had have just accepted the help and the wisdom and the counsel of somebody who's already been there. Take, for instance, parents. Most good parents are trying to guide their children into a direction that is going to be fruitful or successful for them, and they don't want them to have the many pitfalls and stumbling blocks that they had when going in those type of directions. So they spend their time trying to counsel that child or those children so that their life is a little bit easier than theirs was. And I think that's just a normal maternal, paternal attitude to have, is that you want your kids to do better than you did, or you want them to do well. So you want to guide them into the direction that they need to go. And you don't want them to have the hindrances or make the mistakes that you made. So if you're going to travel in this direction, always get help. Always seek out support. Now, granted, there are some things you need to step up and you need to encourage yourself and you need to finish on your own. But that doesn't mean you can't get counsel or get wisdom. There's some things that you're going to physically have to do on your own in your life. It doesn't mean, though, that you should not consult or check with someone to see if you're going in the right direction, or, hey, is this going to get difficult when I climb this hill? Whatever the circumstance is, it'd be nice to know what you may be facing before you get there. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." God already knows where you are going to be successful at. He already knows how to put redirects or signs to try to guide you to that place where you're going to be successful. Plans for welfare, not evil, to give you a future and a hope. God's goal is that you achieve all that He set out for you to achieve in this lifetime. It's up to us, though, to take direction and to ask for directions and to believe in someone who's greater than us to give us those directions. I hope you got something out of this today. Be blessed, grace, and peace.